Mr. Weiwei, could you tell me which are the three major tasks which you want to transport to the people with your art?
I think human dignity. Everybody has the potential to be creative. Everybody has a passion, and everybody have one chance in your life. That's first one. Second, freedom of speech. We have to speak out. To speak out is not just responsibility. Speak out is a way to prove you are alive. You are different. You are you. So speak out is very important. And the third, we have to do it as human rights. So defend the human rights. Thank you. I'm so happy, and it doesn't look like real.
That's true. Weiwei, I would like to speak a little bit first about this exhibition. And when we were planning this exhibition together, you had this suggestion to bring together 5 of your very large and very important installations. Huge spatial installations which contextualize for the first time the fundamental ideas and contents of your work. Yesterday at the press conference you said that you are touched to see straight and sunflower seeds together. Can you explain us a little bit why this combination of these 2 works is so important?
Well, first, my exhibition history is about 15 years. From 2004, basically started to have museum shows. And by 2007, I have chance to show my work in Documenta. That was the moment I more or less captured the German attention. So I brought 1,001 Chinese people to the castle. And since then, I had about 5 major encounters with the culture in Germany. This is the 5th one, the major one. But this is the one exhibition. Finally, I have a chance to really put the major works in past 10 years since the Munich show. Has constant Munich. So in these works, 4 or 5 major works, it was in different locations, and but during these 10 years, so many things happened to my life. So either some of the work I never see them really presented, even I make it, but for a long time I cannot really travel. So the work being put in different exhibitions or shows, this is the first time give me a chance, a generosity of the museum, and also the unthinkable facilities of the German museum system. So can really put those very controversial works, I would say, because it's troublesome. Every work has its own story, point to very different directions together. So I went visit the work when during the setup once, and I feel it's too heavy for me to visit. So when it's set up, I never really walked in because it's kind of too heavy for me to relook at it. So till now I haven't seen the real complete exhibition. So this in K20 is 2 major works. One is the sunflower seeds, which been presented in Tate Modern 2010. And another work is The Script, which is being finished by 2012 or 13. So these two works, it's not too long apart. By 2010, when I had to make a show in Tate, I was asking myself why, what I'm going to make in this large, huge terminal. So then I realized I consider my situation in China, and also about installation, shipment, everything. It's very complicated to do a show from a foreign state, especially in China. So I come up with the idea to make a very small object. So the idea is how small it can be. So the sunflower seeds jumped into my mind. So we organized the people in a porcelain location. They produce porcelain for thousands of years, highest quality porcelain. So we started to produce those sunflower seeds. The sunflower seeds consists about over 100 million of them, and it takes about 1,600 people worked for 2 years to hand print those individual seeds.
We are very proud, Düsseldorf is very proud about that. There's one aspect in these works, but also in laundromat, for example, which is interesting, which strikes me, and this is time. It needed years to handmade these 100 million sunflower seeds, and it needed years to straighten the 150 tons of iron steel bars and straits. And it took a very long time to clean, to repair, and to iron the clothes of the refugees in laundromat. So I was wondering what these processes, these long processes, and this factor of time means in your work.
Well, I'm an artist, basically I have plenty of time. I realize I have plenty of time. And certain works, yes, you think it takes a lot of time, but if you think all those clothes, those thousands of the clothes, the refugee carried it from their home, from Syria, from Afghanistan, from Iraq or Pakistan. What they grabbed the last is the clothes they liked. They cannot carry medicines when they start to escape. Very often the house are bombed, the street is bombed, and many neighbors, relatives are dying. So those clothes been with them for months. And at that time, this Germany, Berlin, gave me a possibility to come out from China after 4 years of detention. So I have the possibility to visit those refugees. I think that's what means freedom. You're free to do what you want. That's freedom. So all I want is to find out what I know, very little, refugees, very fresh topic to me. So we start to do research, start to make a film, and we got stuck in Idomeni. It's a town on the border of Greece and Macedonia. order, but over 15,000 people started there. It's Europe, but nobody tells what to do with those people. So after months of waiting, they've been shifting to another location, so they throw away all those dirty clothes, where they carry from all the way. So we think, maybe we can do something about this because it carries so much memory, message related to each individual, old people or children, baby, clothes. So we moved everything from the garbage and cleaned it in Berlin and laundered it and ironed it. It takes time, but we never really eager to make it work. A work comes as a natural grace of life. It's more important to have the life to do a work. For me, it's very easy because it comes out naturally.
In the 80s must have been fantastic.
First, I have to make some corrections. I'm still a young artist. I am even younger in Düsseldorf. And yeah, it's true. And also I include some so-called early works. I realize how to call someone mature only because you are not hide what kind of mistake you did before. So I'm at this stage, I want to show everything. So many works, include one of the very early works. It's just like any commercial works on the street you can find. And actually, I did a lot of street drawings in New York. Life in New York, I sit on the corner of the park and draw any portraits for any of you guys. If the time you're there, it takes about 20 minutes, $15. Of course, that time I don't pay tax. And, it's all cash. And I receive it and spend it, 5 years. And so, of course, you pay tax when you buy anything in your life. But yeah, it was a moment I feel my life serves no purpose. Nobody wants me. It's just a Chinese student, and I have this crazy dream trying to become an artist. But New York has 60,000 artists, and they are all smart. They all come from good school, and they all have a better illusion about the future. So I become I just hanging around, not much to do. But if we look at the photos, it's very strange. I took the first photos of Clinton when he trying to become a president, come to the very poor area, trying to convince this local black, black community. So I was there. I took the photo from him. If you see those photos. But about 10 years later, I took another photo when he come to China. I didn't even realize in the car behind the black glass is his wife, Hillary. That only happened when I started developing these photos like a few months ago. My photographer assistant told me that's Hillary behind the glass. I said, yes, that was the moment when Clinton trying to give a talk in Beijing University. But that time, I don't know why American Embassy called me and said, do you want to attend? I was so stupid, I just said yes. I don't know, even back then, must be the police already noticed me, why he's invited by U.S. Political Bureau in the U.S. Embassy. So I took another photo. So sometimes I think you cannot underestimate your life, even you are just like, serves no purpose, but how could you have 10 years apart, took the 2 photos, and with the president and his wife. So, this is fun. Life is very strange.
Maybe we have really, there's one thing I'm just curious, and this is then really the last question now, but I wanted to ask you because I heard this rumor and I was wondering if that's true. I heard yesterday that you are working on an opera. Is that true?
Yes, but if you ask me any question, even if it's simply yes or no question, it takes a little bit longer to. This, when you come to this young age like me, there's so many opportunities to come to you. They want you to design shoes, they want you to do all kinds of strange things. Every day, you become so useful to the society. So the one opera.